Hello and welcome to the first in a series of groundwork videos to do at home. So this is imagining that, again, you don't have a willing partner at home that's able to sort of be a bit of a dummy for you whilst you practice some of your different ground holds. Groundwork is something that's quite difficult to train the different aspects whilst you're by yourself, but I hope in this series of videos that I'll introduce you to a few things that you could do, and hopefully using things that you'll have around your house. So my first bit of advice for this is that if you have a slightly softer floor like a carpet, this will be a little bit gentler to do these kind of exercises on. If you've got some yoga mats, you could just put a couple of yoga mats down and use that as a nice little soft barrier between you and a hard floor. Okay, so we've got our hardwood floor here. I just put a couple of yoga mats down to sort of give my knees a bit of a break. So the other bits and pieces that I hope you're going to have is you need 2 pillows. And you also need a gi. So, unfortunately enough, I have somebody else, I have multiple gis in the house, so I'm just using one of the spare gis, but I hope, if not, you can just put on some sportswear and use your own gi to do this. So this is all stuff that you should hopefully have at home. So all we're going to do is we're going to put these pillows inside this gi and turn it into a bit of a dummy for us. So here goes. Voila, and here we go. We have our dummy ready to use for some groundwork. So all we're going to look at in this video is just 2 basic holds that I can do on here. So the first one is kesagatami and the second is munigatami. And then we're just going to look at how I can then apply a little drill on this so that I'm practicing those 2 and also practicing some of the aspects of my groundwork. So first off, okay, all you're going to do for kesagatami is just build up the position. So what you need to do is you just need to sit, okay, with yourself. Okay, so that you are with your backside near their armpit, okay, at this position here. What you're then going to do is you would normally have your hand around the head, okay, but you can't do that. So what you're going to do is just put it onto the back of their shoulder, just like so. From here, what you can then do is you can then hold onto the arm, just like so, and practice, okay, your kesagatami. So from here, my body weight is going straight down into the 2 pillows. You'll notice some other things about my positioning. So my feet are like a running man, okay, over this side. Running man or woman, okay, but over on this side, my knees are slightly bent, okay, and all my body weight, okay, can be risen up onto the side of my feet if I wanted to. Now what you'll notice about this is when you're trying to distribute your weight, your aim is to put as much body weight through these pillows as possible. So if you feel like you're pushing these pillows down, that's a good position to be in. If you don't feel like you're really putting weight onto this, okay, you need to just shuffle around with your position to make sure that you are. So how can I do that? A couple of ways. So the first is to make sure that I'm moving my body into that position. Second thing that I can do is I can actually raise, okay, this part of my hip off the ground. Okay, so when I'm into this position here, okay, I'm putting all of my body weight through that person. So there's my kesagatami hold. And again, I've got my arm in here. I want to make sure that my elbow is in nice and tight, okay, and actually squeeze nice and hard. Okay, imagine there's that person underneath that you're not letting get up. So the second hold, okay, the second beginner's hold is munigatami. So what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to set up, okay, the pillow, so it's this side. Your knees, okay, want to be one at the hip, okay, which is essentially pretty much going to be at the bottom of the pillow, and the other one is going to be at the armpit, okay, so I've got armpit here, I've got elbow here. This arm, okay, wants to be out the way, okay, you don't want it inside, okay, it needs to be out the way up onto the side here. What I'm then going to do with this knee is I'm then going to drive this knee further up, okay, onto the head, okay, up by the neck position. This knee, okay, is up onto the hips. What I'm then going to do is I'm then going to raise up, okay, this arm, and I'm going to hug it, okay, here. And again, what my aim is to put as much body weight down, okay, on this pillow as possible. Okay, and that's the hold munigatami. Okay, I'm holding the arm here. Okay, my knees and body weight is going down with this person. If you're finding it a little bit difficult, okay, what you need to make sure is you've got enough width here so that you're pushing down. Okay. Now, one of the things you want to make sure when you're doing this is you don't want to have too much of a gap, okay, between this knee and this part of the pillow, because that's how this person actually gets out of this hold. So once you've done and practiced those holds a couple of times, what you can then do is you can then put the two together whilst thinking about one of the main principles of groundwork, which is keeping your body weight down on top of this pillow. So all you're going to do is just set it up in a nice little bit of space and occupy a kezakatami. Once you're in that kezakatami, what you're then going to do is move across into a munigatami, keeping your body weight down on the pillow at all times. So I'm going to move my hands around first to here. I'm going to swap my knees around so I get to this position, and then I'm here in the munigatami. So one more time. Here I am in my kezakatami. Hands move first. Feet swap over into my munigatami. Okay, and then you can just repeat that drill a few times. Do it on the right, do it on the left. How do you do that? You just rotate your pillow around and do it from the other side. So what we'll do is we'll use this aspect and then we'll build on a few different drills and things that you can do to practice your groundwork, to make sure that you're still practicing all the different aspects of what we do. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it's been helpful. Hope it's been interesting, and some of you are probably already thinking, wow, there's loads of things that I can do with a pillow and a gi, and that's brilliant. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.